Good morning, Bobcats, and welcome to another edition of WBTV at Home. We know that finding entertainment these days is pretty tough, so we've decided to bring the entertainment to you. We've got some awesome videos for you today, so let's jump right in. Whenever we seek guidance, we can always rely on our beloved administrator, Miss Sanchez. And today is no different. Take it away, Miss Sanchez.
Greetings, Bobcats! So, another day on campus, working graduation for our seniors. Super excited. We've put a lot of new information on the website for our seniors. We want to make sure that you know our graduation protocols have changed. Grad checkout is now on Monday, the 1st from 8 to noon, Alpha A to L, and the second, Alpha M to Z, again 8 to noon. You'll be returning your gowns on Monday the 8th between 8 to noon. No Alpha, just first come, first serve. Return your gown, keep everything else, and we're going to hand you your diploma paperwork. For all students, we want to make sure you remember that you're working to end the school year strong. You're working so that you know that your fourth quarter is your best quarter yet. You're finishing in a way that you know you're preparing yourself for the world of online global learning and waiting till we're able to come back to school next year and embrace being on the Bobcat campus and sharing our love and light with each other with as much as we know we miss each other. In the world of mindfulness, I'd like just to take a moment and say that we do truly miss you. The smiles, the conversations, the jokes, the getting to know each other in that way that is so face-to-face, which we've lost in the world of technology that we're using today. And no Zoom meeting is going to give us that, what we're missing. So because we're in a world of everybody's keeping their distance, we want to take the moment to learn how to self-embrace and self-care and hug ourselves and let us know that we're worthy of everything the universe has for us. So there's two ways we can do this. One, we just wrap our arms real tight and just give it a good squeeze. And the other option is hands out, thumbs down, cross them over, bring them back, and just know that you're worthy. And know that every day someone misses you. Your Bobcat family loves you. And everything you do relating to your education is towards your graduation. Have a great week, Bobcats. Be safe and be well.
Thanks, Miss Sanchez. I don't know about you guys, but all that information has me kind of hungry. Maybe we can find a cool new recipe with Jaylee this week. Let's take it over to her to see what she has cooking.
What's up, Bobcats? It's Jaylee here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a simple, healthy breakfast. Avocado toast. So I don't know about you guys, but me and my friends have been taking up a bunch of new hobbies such as art, finding out new music, working out, and of course healthy eating, which I'm going to show you how to do just that. Not to mention, it's pretty good. It's really good, actually. It's delicious. So this recipe does contain a couple of steps, but I promise you it's so worth it. So let's head on to the kitchen.
So the first ingredient you're going to need is some eggs. I'm using 3 because I'm cooking for 2 people. You should always use an extra egg. Next, you're going to need milk, salt, and pepper for the eggs. Of course, you're going to need an avocado, any ham and cheese you like, some bacon bits, then bread. My mom is on a 0-carb diet, so the one on the right is 0 carbs. Some butter. The one on the right is regular, the one on the left is for some flavor. And lastly, some everything bagel seasoning. This is optional. So the first step you need to do is crack the eggs. Then we're going to add a little bit of milk and whisk it. Next, we're going to add some salt and pepper and whisk again. Then we're just going to add some butter to the pan for some flavor and then pour the eggs in. While the eggs are cooking, I'm going to put the bread to toast. And then we're going to add some ham and cheese to the eggs. So then you're going to take your avocado and you're going to slice it in half and then mash it up. Now we're going to add the butter, avocado, and everything bagel seasoning. And finally we add the eggs and some bacon.
Thank you, Jaylee. While I did like your recipe, I've got a great one of my own, and a few other quarantine tips too. Let's take a look at a video that I made earlier this week. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Nate Birdsong here, and I'm sure that just like me, you're pretty bored during this quarantine season. Well, luckily for you, I have the top activities for you to do during quarantine to keep you busy. The first is to contact your old friends on FaceTime. Hey, Lewis.
Hey Nate, what's up?
Not much. How about you?
I'm good, man, I'm good.
Okay. If your friend is as boring as my friend Lewis is, then you might want to have to spice it up with some iMessage games like Connect 4 or 8 Ball. In his case, he's just way too boring, like it's too far gone, so we're just going to move on to the next step.
Hello? I can still hear you.
Let's go. I love cooking almost as much as I love getting free samples at the mall. But I can't do that right now, so we're going to cook. Before cooking, you should always wash your hands for about 20 seconds while you sing the chorus to your favorite song. Pull out the whole dang seal, I'ma get lazy. Now, I'm no culinary student, but I'm sure that my friends in the culinary department would agree that this recipe is delicious. Now, everyone has Cheerios at their house, so the first step is to pour it into the bowl. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Nate, I've been to the grocery store in months. How am I supposed to have milk for my cereal? But my science students will know that the human body is 70% water. And I'm sure that the cow's body is probably also 70% water. So milk is basically water. And we have plenty of that without having to risk our lives at the grocery store. The third step is to simply enjoy. Now, the last thing that everyone should try to make time to do every day is to go outside, be active, and do something that you love. And it doesn't matter if you're great at it, if you need some help, because practice makes perfect in the end. Once a day, do something that makes you happy, that brings you joy, that gets you excited. And remember, we will get through this. Let me get back to my book. This has been Nate's Guide to Quarantine. While I do think that I'm a master chef, among other things, there seems to be another competitor in the kitchen with a dessert recipe that's totally sweet. Let's take over to Samuel to see his healthy take on a timeless treat.
If you have ever wanted to learn how to make fruit popsicles, you're in the right place. By the end of this, you'll have some very delicious fruit popsicles in your hand, ready to eat. For step 1, you will need to buy a mix of your favorite fruits, orange juice, small cups, and popsicle sticks. Once you have all your ingredients ready, for step 2, you will need to cut all your fruits into small pieces and pour them into a big bowl. For step 3, pour the orange juice into the bowl and stir it up. Once you have done that, let the mix rest for about half an hour. After you waited half an hour, pour the mix into the plastic cups and place a popsicle stick into every cup. In my case, I didn't have popsicle sticks, so I used plastic knives instead. Okay, now we're almost there. For step 5, take the small cups into the freezer and let them freeze for about 2 hours. Now that you completed all the steps, you're ready to take out your fruit popsicle out of the fridge and apply hot water. Now you have some delicious fruit popsicles to enjoy with your whole family.
Those popsicles look delicious. As a matter of fact, if I could only have 2 possessions for the rest of my life, they'd be ice cream and a good sci-fi movie. Kevin Chang has his own take on sci-fi for us this week with his installment of A Chang Flick. Let's take a look at it.
Sup?
Ah!
search the house.
Alright, we need to split up.
Let's go. Hey! He's in here!
What's up?
Oh my! Where do I? Where? Wait! I just came here to chill, bro. Please! Oh. Yo.
Yeah.
You still owe me for that TV.
Oh.
Kevin always has a way of making a story come to life. Just don't forget about us when you're a big-time director. Well, looks like that's all we have for today's show. Make sure to tune in for next week's edition, and remember to stay indoors, stay 6 feet apart, and most importantly, stay safe. I'm Nate Birdsong, and thanks for watching. Have a Bob-tastic day.